just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my head.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold out GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Miami Dolphins and the Kansas City Chiefs. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Well, as I say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He finds his man, Sky Moore. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On play action, it's Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Ready. Good, 52. Blue striker.
From the 41, Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're going to get this up to midfield. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
And cycle.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Got a man. It's Ross, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. John Ross, 45 yards. And the Dolphins will strike first here, this wild card matchup. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown. One thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around.
That is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field and then wham. You have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
And that wound up traveling at even 58 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring on second down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Here we go.
From the 2 now, second and goal.
Right, 97.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Alec Ingold taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins have regained the lead. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same day the apple dropped on his head, right?
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. They go play fake. Mahomes. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 27-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
With how the coverage was positioned, up was about the only spot the quarterback had to try and deliver that pass. Just put a little too much height on it. Incomplete.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Over the middle and complete to Moore. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And he missed it. That was neither far enough. It wasn't even on target. It's no good. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. After the sack on first down, Tua. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Red, cycle, yellow, go. 33 rail. Go pink. White. Trail green.
Out of the gun on third down, here's Tua. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, the ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Taken at the 15, a short kick.
Dolphins take over first down at their own 38-yard line.
On the double.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
The 71 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs.
Red. Field flat. Yellow.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Shot 17. Clean striker.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Come on.
2nd and 12. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Mostert. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Okay, right? Strike! Strike! And cycle. Check man. Ready, Miller.
Looking to pass. Tua. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Dolphins have yet again retaken the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 5. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
Mahomes now to throw. Got his man complete. Moore. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Swings this out for Hunt. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Sky Moore. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Chiefs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And the lead is now 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tua, he'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this 3rd down. Here's Tua. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now.
He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Marquez Valdes-Scantling as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. And he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just...
That's caught inside the 20. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. A big play there just before halftime. 59 yards.
Here we go.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Tua. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Striker, 3-3. Cluster, 6.
Tua, a final shot before half. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense. Right?
That's true. You've said that before. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ross. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. Finding room at midfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. 88 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A nice run right there, and we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn the pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early. Well, it will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And they'll remain down by 2. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first.
Ready. Drive it. Drive it. Long range.
Here's a give up the middle. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
38.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown Dolphins. Tyreek Hill. 64 yards. And the Dolphins are back within a score. On for the PAT, Ka'imi Fairbairn. And the lead is down to 2. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Now Mahomes gives to Hunt. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Into a sea of defenders have intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Tua's throws taken in by Waddle. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now Tua just going to back this forward on the end around. Fights through him. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And they get to him quickly here as he stops right around the 13. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Looking for Ross again. He finds him again. And the Dolphins are going to have first and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Now Tua just going to back this forward on the end around. Then he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. John Ross, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins have retaken a third-quarter lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 5.
34.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are. But what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
Mahomes throw here complete to Kelsey. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. One quarter remains for the right to survive round one here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Going for it all. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Boy, the coverage there airtight as he comes away with the interception.
Love that observation there because they were taking a shot in the end zone, but you're right about the coverage. Absolutely tremendous. And this they could clip for a training tape. Staying with him down the field, locates the football in the air, and comes away with the interception.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On play action, here's Tua. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Okay, ready?
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Here we go, set.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Set, ready.
2 and now on 1st down. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because their only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Let's go.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's got some space here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 140 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
In that situation on 3rd and inches, it's not a surprise that you're going to have big-time guys up front trying to stop things, so you've got to win the leverage game. And the offensive line did that. They got lower than the guys in front of them and pushed them aside. But even they had to be surprised at what the result was. That kind of yardage on 3rd and inches, that's not what you get on every play.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Right.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead.
Yellow, line. Black walk.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Right, 97. Yellow. Blue striker. Red, yellow. Red.
On 2nd and goal, Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, but now it's 3rd and goal.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Tua. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Dolphins have taken a fourth-quarter lead. The two are going to try and throw for it. And this one's caught. And their fourth-quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they elect to pass there on the two-point try. Sometimes can prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Their season, to be frank, it's on the line right now in this wild card matchup. And obviously points are a must here as they begin 1st and 10.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, partner, this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition pick six from earlier in this game.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes complete. The tight end Kelsey. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
They're quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll try to run this one in. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game.
They tried to catch him by surprise there on third down, but this defense, they were all over the Jets sweep.
And it's oftentimes all about what you're doing on the backside of the defense, whether it's the defensive end or the outside backer, who's setting the edge. And if they don't get blown off the line of scrimmage, they can really wreck a play.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point.